Yeah, I'm very particular about this guy who came to my thread, and he has been consistent asserting that I have some form of deep-rooted hatred for Yorubas. And I feel so disappointed that any well-meaning follower on this channel who has been following me could hastily come to that conclusion that I hate Yorubas. The same way there are some Igbos that say I hate Igbos, there are some who say I hate Yorubas, there are some who say I hate Fulani. Well, I'll keep doing what I'm doing. But from the guy's conclusion, it's almost like if you don't like Tinubu, you automatically hate Yorubas. Well, let me make it very clear. I don't like Tinubu. In fact, when I see his picture, I get so pissed off. I don't like him. I probably will never like him. I don't like him at all. Never, not like him. Because Tinubu represents so many things that are bad about Nigeria to me. The idea that you think because the election has come and gone, or it has passed with all the shenanigans and all the criminalities that were and rascalities that was displayed by the Supreme Court and the judicial system, therefore we should carry on, that there's nothing we can do again. The highest lawmaking body in the country has declared him, but therefore we should move on. That alone in itself is not enough for me to carry on. If you have carried on, I have not carried on. Like I said, Tinubu represents everything that is bad about Nigeria to me. So I can't like him. So if you come to my page and you see that I do not like Tinubu, and because of my dislike for Tinubu, you come to the conclusion that I hate Yorubas. If that makes you sleep well, please, so be it. I don't give a damn. I don't give a horseshoe for whatever you think about my thoughts. I'm entitled to it. That is the president. Your president does not necessarily mean I should like him. And I'll probably list many things I don't like about him. Tinubu just only came to amplify the lawlessness in Nigeria. That's number one. The absolute, complete lack of respect for law. I thought Buhari was worse. But Tinubu, to me, is a lot worse than Buhari. Complete disregard for law. Tinubu came and has turned our judiciary, to me, like our judiciary is a joke. Our judiciary, to me, is a joke. If you are supporting what has happened, and you like what the shape the country is assuming, then it is so terrible. Tinubu again, to me, represents lies, deception, misdirection. These were the people that came and said they will give you $25,000 for poverty alleviation to, is it 15 million homes? Please, if you have received yours, indicate in the comment section that you have received your own, because I have not seen. This is the first Christmas. Can you imagine? It's Christmas and everywhere is almost like nothing is happening. Nothing is, I'm sensing like, why are they born or something like that? This is Christmas Eve and it's almost like nothing is happening. A man who came and said he has removed fuel subsidy, but I can assure you that they are still paying fuel subsidy. Tinubu to me represents the recklessness, the utter recklessness of our politicians, and complete disregard to the value of money and complete insensitivity to the plight of the masses. And yet you say I should like him. I don't like Tinubu. Out of courtesy, it's purely out of courtesy. I'm not even using the narrative that I hate him. I don't like him. And if for any reason I don't like Tinubu, you feel you don't want to follow me again, please feel free. I don't like Tinubu. I don't like APC. I don't like anything that reflects those people, because for goodness sake, we can't continue like this. We can't continue like this. We honestly and sincerely cannot continue this way. And it's even more annoying that after the evidence that completely shows that Tinubu never had any plans for the country. One other thing again which I also failed to mention is the fact that Tinubu, to me, exposed the high level of tribalism of some Yorubas. Again, it's out of courtesy I'm using the word some Yorubas. How do you explain a young man that you laboriously read his comments? It reflects that this man went to school. This man's diction completely suggests that he's probably exposed, and yet he could not redeem himself from the clutches of tribalism. How do you see somebody because he's your tribesman and then he must be president? It doesn't matter whether he's bad or good, then he must be your president. And anybody that speaks against that man is speaking against Yorubas. It appears since independence, the only people that have not, Nigerianized, the only people that have not Nigerianized their consciousness are the Yoruba people. And if you want to scare me from saying my mind, there are good Yoruba people that are hearing me up. You see, if you are following me on this channel, you should know one thing. I don't pretend. I don't pretend. Even if you give me money today, tomorrow there's something bad about you, I'll come and say it. So don't think you can buy me and make me remain quiet. I have Yoruba people who hear what I say, and they agree with what I say. You think if it were not for the Yorubas, they not will have that much power to be bending and turning our constitution in their favor? How do you explain a situation in a country whereby, because I'm from the south, I have to score a certain score in JAM to get admission into the university, and because somebody's from the north, he has to score maybe 3 times lower than the score that I have to score for him to get to the same university? And as if that is not enough, the same man who scored lower than me, who didn't need to read as hard as I am, will become a director in a federal establishment, whereas me, that read very hard and got all the A's and all the distinctions, I'll be working under him. I have to take my papers to him to sign before. And you'd say this is a country where success is not determined by merit. Success is determined by who you knew. I wrote Nigerian breweries in Kaduna. I wrote the entrance. I was second. That was 2000, yeah. In 2000. I wrote the entrance. I came second. I wrote the interview. I came second. I went home. I go to barb my head. Go to look for clothes to wear because that I not to get plenty clothes. I go to buy clothes. Waiting for work to start. That's how I waited. 1 week passed, 2 weeks passed, 1 month passed, 2 months passed. I said, this thing don't take time. Let me go. Nigerian breweries, Kaduna. Only to discover that the entrance and interview that was conducted was just for show. Those that will be employed, the child of so person, or the child of the friend of so person, or the child of the sister of so person, they've been employed. The same thing. I wrote entrance to work with Diamond Bank. At the end of the day, you are just there, just writing rubbish. The people that will work in that Diamond Bank, they've been selected. You walk into a bank and you see somebody, how the hell did this person get admission to work in a bank? Because he is not even, he's not smart, he is not intellectually interactive, but yet he's working in a bank. How do you explain a country where, as you are seeing me talking, as I'm talking to you right now, you can assess the level of my intellect, the level of my academic exposure, the level of my interactive intellectualism. Hey, English good though. Now small time make I become Patrick, about Patrick, Honorable Patrick. Yet, people like me with broad intellectual perspectives do not have the chance to say a thing or two about what happens in the country. With everything, even this was the same Tinubu that went to one of these Arab countries to speak. The guy was just saying nothing. There was no direction, there was no content, there was absolutely nothing. Your president was there carrying the integrity of over 200 million Nigerians outside and rubbishing it. For me, Tinubu was just a light entertainment before the main people start speaking. A man who came and a man who fought to become president on the basis of the fact that it is Yoruba locum. A man who came to fight to become president on the basis of it is the turn of Yorubas, on the basis of it is his turn, on the basis that because he did so for you, you also should do from Oshekini Olule, Oshekeji Olule, Osheketa Ole, over Sokori television. A man that came with that mentality, what do you want to? A man that lied from his first day of inauguration, telling Nigerians that subsidy has been removed, but subsidy has been, they are still paying subsidy. So, if you are a Tinubu supporter and you are coming to my page, please come with substance. Don't come with the fact that because he's a Yoruba man, I should support him. I can never support Tinubu in my heart. I can't support Tinubu in my heart. I can never support Tinubu in my heart. And any youth who can have the boldness to start a revolution so that we get it, because this, how can people be in a country where people are suffering? You are sending prayers to email account. By prayers, you know what it means. You are buying SUVs of 160 million for each senators. Our roads are dilapidated. Our hospitals are not functioning. Our schools are not functioning. The level of education, trust me, if you interact with, there's this guy that goes to matriculation ground, interviewing youth corpers. You see a graduate cannot even express, I'm not even talking about spoken English. A graduate cannot even express commonsensical intellectualism. I remember when in those days when I was hawking banneret, I was making this little banneret for NYC. And I wrote, I have served my fatherland. Fatherland, I wrote it as one word. The coppers we came. The coppers we came. And sorry, I don't speak the coppers we came. Yeah? I beg Don William, and I did tell as I did like this now, there's no Christmas. Send me your I don't have an account with First Bank. Oh. Magnus. Oraka. Citizens in this country will keep damaging ourselves. It is so unfortunate. It's very, very, very unfortunate. I feel so terribly bad that how can I even bring myself to like Tinubu? How can I even remotely consider liking Tinubu? It's not possible. can you have a choice between Peter Obi, Atiku Abubakar, and Tinubu, and Tinubu becomes your choice, Tinubu, and all you have to support your choice for Tinubu is because of your hatred for Igbos. Me le dibo fi Igbo. You can't expect me, a Yoruba, what's the name of that pastor? One celeb pastor like that. You can't expect me, a Yoruba boy. I know some of you may not like what I say, but I don't care. You can't expect me, a Yoruba boy, to vote for Igbo. The fuel you are buying now, Igbos are buying it more expensive than you. The rice that you are buying now, a bag of rice that Jonathan left at 7,500 naira, we are buying it at 60-something thousand naira. And you expect me to like Tinubu? What is the precedent that Tinubu is setting to upcoming politicians, that election is not served a la carte? You have to grab it, you have to snatch it, and you have to run away with it. I just feel so much pity for these youths. Nnamdi Okukagu, edit your comment. It's like you did some errors. You get me? So you cannot expect. How can I, if I tell you I love Tinubu, I'm a hypocrite. I'm a strong hypocrite. If I tell you that I love Tinubu, there's nothing about him for me to love. Everything about him is a mystery. Everything about him is criminal. Everything about him is deceptive. Everything about him is... So why should I like him? The man is disgracing Nigeria. The man... Do you know I was talking to somebody on the social media? The moment I introduced myself as a Nigerian, he just blocked me immediately. How can we settle for a system that brings our leader to be the man who rigs best? And you call that politics? Politics is not stealing. And if we do not set, look, Nigerians are good law abiders. If we do not set a precedence where people will be responsible for their actions, people will be punished for their actions. If we do not set those precedents, Nigeria can't work. Look at what our judiciary did. Look at what they did. Eh? FBI was supposed to release some document on so date before the affixed date of judgment. The judiciary now brought it back quickly, because before FBI released their own this thing, they would have delivered their case. Complete open shameless corruption. And you want to, and you are, because you are Yoruba man. Look, I will say the same thing. I will say the same thing if Tinubu were to be a Yoruba and Yoruba man. I will say the same thing if Tinubu were to be an Yoruba man or an Igbo man. You think my love for Peter Obi is because I want Igbos to give me money? Some of you are saying so. That's because I want Peter Obi to give me money. That's why I'm supporting Peter Obi. For goodness sake, how can I, somebody who after listening to him, you know that this man hustle. He understands the problem. He understands the problem. And then you ask me that I hate Yorubas because I hate Tinubu. Read my lips. I, Magnus Oraka, from Delta State, I don't like Tinubu. I don't like him. I don't like Tinubu. Read my lips, loud and clear. I know, like, and because out of respect, now I thought I hate the man, but I don't like him. And if you think because I don't like Tinubu, by implication I don't like Yorubas, and that makes you sleep well at night, please, I will not disturb your sleep. Go and sleep well and wake up. How can a whole big man like me sit down like this? I know if he cut chicken, one chicken. I know if he cut one chicken. Eh? You thought you wish in this house, Christmas time, you go see chin chin, you go see this, you go see that, frying everywhere, frying everywhere. I've run the one side now, they go, me and the boys, they make noise. I sit down here, they do blog. I've never bought fuel where we say tank, the pin, no, the pin go nod now like early morning erection. Now you go to buy fuel 10,000 naira fuel, a whole 10,000 naira fuel. You know they raise pin for fuel tank. You know 10,000 naira fuel, you know they raise pin. And you call this a country? We are not supposed to be suffering for what God has used to bless us. We have the mineral resources, we have oil that God deposited in our custody. We as beneficiaries of this mineral resource should not be suffering like those who have to buy it to their country to fuel their cars and all of that. And you dare come to my thread to say because I hate Tinubu, I hate Yoruba people. So fine. And I don't have anything to lose. But God knows that I don't hate Yorubas. The lady, what's that her name again? There's one lady that, you know, sent me some. It's a Yoruba lady. Proper Yoruba lady. So I don't that you cannot blackmail me. You cannot blackmail me. Have you gone to the market to price things? Eh? When you come, how much you buy granite oil? How much is granite oil?
Depends on the type you're buying.
It depends on the type. The cheapest one, how much?
A bottle is 1.4.
A bottle 1.4. The other one, the better one, how much?
Some are 8,000.
Ha, Reka Sandarabo. So it's unfortunate that the very people who will be the best beneficiaries, the very people who will be the victims of this maladministration are the very people who will fight to retain the same people who are suffering them. I remember very well that Goodluck left a bag of rice at 7,500 naira. Buhari came and made it 25,000. Now Tinubu came and made it 65,000. For how long? For how long can we continue like this? When bad leaders come, they will have supporters. Because of even you that you are supporting me, it's not if you are even getting anything. No, you're not even getting anything. All that you have, all that makes you have erection is that the man is a Yoruba man. He's my fellow tribesman. Now this Yoruba tribalism, it reached one level. Oh, I never knew that it was this bad. I never knew it was this bad. This brand of tribalism where Tinubu become bring, I never knew it was this bad. How can you come and the man is destroying this country? Just empowering criminals. Empowering clowns like Wike. And you say you support him. There is nothing this man has to offer. And oh my goodness. My goodness. Somebody where they pray with those girls where they give apple for where they have visit big man with apple, made them visit with apple. Just nonsense. I beg if you are cassava it's nowhere to be found. Yorubas are not feeding me. But you cannot bring us a devil that is ruining this country aground, that has no idea on how to fix this country, that is just gallivanting around the country, that is looking for investors. How do you go and look for investors? It's like somebody who opens shade in the market. Then we say where Mama Nkechi don't go find customers who will come buy her goods. No. If you have the right goods in your shop, people will come to the shop to buy. So you don't go about saying you are looking for investors. This is an internet age. Investors are are on the internet. Investors are on the global medium. Investors are seen everywhere. They want to invest their money. So you don't need to go and look for them. Once you provide the enabling environment, good security, good road network, good energy, power supply, and do you know that in the whole of Africa, Nigeria is the biggest market for virtually almost anything. So, since the market is there, most leaders who become president of this country have little work. Their whole work is already cut out for them. So all you need to just since when they introduced GSM, the South African company MTN that came budgeted 6 years to recoup their investment, but they got it in 6 months because of the market and the way we rushed GSM. I bought my line, my first MTN line. I bought it at 13,500, and I understand some even bought their own at 25,000. My wife bought her own at 23,000. That is how the market is. ShopRite came here and people are thronging the place. Everywhere is okay because the market is here. So if you are a leader, you don't need to do much. Just provide the security, provide electricity, provide good road network, and provide, most importantly again, provide a scenario where your politicians are judged to be of good behavior. Not all these rascals you have in the Senate that all they do is just to write budgets and write some outrageous budgets. Newspaper allowance, 5 million. Toilet paper allowance, 10 million. Broom allowance, 10 million. Just squandering money anyhow because you are going to borrow. And if you are a southerner, particularly from the south and southeast, all this borrowing that they are borrowing from China, from this thing, don't forget that it is the assets that belongs to you that they are mortgaging. Because at the end of the day, their gold that they are mining in Zamfara. Just imagine a northern man coming to own an oil well in the south, and we just laugh about it. And also, I'm coming to. I went to NNPC quarters in Warri. The whole place now start with day. Make you come out here and go Zamfara, go mine one gold there now. In fact, they will kill you. You not even come out alive. So for me, this is not what it's going to perform. I've said it. You know, I came here and I'm coming here. I come here most times and I say things that only a bold spirit can say. I am too old to carry stick and do we no go gree, we no go gree. I am too big for that. You that's a youth between the ages of 25, 30, 40, that they condemn your future, they've condemned your present, and they've condemned your future. I went to school, I didn't buy textbooks. Secondary school and primary school, I never bought textbooks. Even in the university itself, except for very important textbooks, every other textbook I need, they are all in the library. So if you think this is the country you want, where you can only fight for the leaders that will lead you based on your tribal proclivity or affiliation, then it's a terrible thing. It's a terrible, 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 terrible thing. Well, gentlemen, I thank you for watching. I believe I just needed to clear this one. Let me reiterate, I don't hate any tribe. As a matter of fact, if there's any tribe that I will tell you I dislike, say it's my own tribe, the Yorubas. We know to the helper. Sometimes that will be a video for another day. But I have no capacity to hate any tribe. Not me. But please, when I make these arguments, I do it based on my conviction. But I've also said here that my convictions are not necessarily correct. So you can call me or write to me saying that this aspect, I don't like it. I don't agree with you. But don't come insulting me, you idiot man. They beg for internet. You did that. Did they arrest person for begging? You never go police cell say, what's this man? This man is begging on internet. You are my fans. And if you feel like you want to support the page, please support me. My name is Magnus Oraka, and I say please follow this page and share this post.
Hello Nigerians, hello ladies.
Hello my fans and the good people out there. Keep watching.
Keep watching it. What's up?
Niger Watch.
Niger Watch.